Hey everybody, this is me, Mitchell. Um, I haven't been posting any videos as of late, or the last video that I posted was a stream, I believe, of my Menulog experience. But since obviously the coronavirus and the lockdowns and stuff like that, and the restriction on traveling makes it very hard to travel and create content and or make videos in general. But I was thinking of actually creating motovlogging content, travel around like motorcycle biking and see if that will work, if you guys would like that. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is something that I think people should hear and people should learn, and an advice that I want to give. So it's very hard for me to say, but my grandmother, who I was very close to, passed away about a week ago. It hit me very, very hard because I was very close to my grandmother. I grew up with my grandmother. She sort of raised me as well with my parents. I haven't cried so much in my life like I did on the day. Well, not exactly on the day, but a couple of days after. I just couldn't take anymore, and I just bawled my eyes out, and I did it a couple of times already. I mean, I haven't seen my mum cry like that before in my entire life. It was a very, it was a very shitty experience. I regret a few things. One thing mainly is that I didn't speak to my grandmother as much as I should have, or communicated with her. I mean, when I was living in South Africa, obviously my grandmother was very, very close to us, like very close. I mean, 2, 3, 4 minutes walk, and I'm there, basically just down the road from us. And I would go to my grandmother every single day, because it's so close. I can just walk there, of course, and I would drink coffee, talk to my grandmother, make fudge, we'll make banana bread. We would just have fun. But since we moved to Australia, obviously that couldn't happen. I remember back in 2009, my grandmother came over from South Africa here to Australia when we were still living in Tasmania for a holiday. And it was amazing. It was good because my grandmother got to experience America, and now she got to experience Australia, because I have family in America, my mom's sister, and obviously us living here now. It was amazing. We went everywhere. We went all over Tasmania, to get my grandmother to experience as much as she could with her time here in Australia before she had to leave back, to South Africa. I believe my grandmother stayed here for about 3-4 weeks, or maybe a month and a half. I can't remember now, but I know that she was still here for my graduation in Tasmania and in a school, and it was amazing. And over the years, while I was getting older, I talked to my grandmother less and less. I mean, I would still talk to her on Facebook and WhatsApp, text messaging her and call her every once in a while. Or when my mum called my grandmother, I would speak to her for a couple of minutes and so on. But I regret not talking to her enough. And it's like they say, you don't know what you have until it's gone, and that's the truth. So my advice just anybody's watching this, please, please, please make time for your loved ones. Make time for your friends. Never say no, or never try to arrange something else or for a different time, because you don't know how long that person will be in your life for. I miss my grandmother. I mean, my grandmother was very sick, and we all knew she was gonna, pass on at some point, but we didn't think it would be this quick and this, I mean, the disease did not kill her. It was a heart attack that killed her, but at least it was quick and painless. Well, at least we think it was painless, and at least I really hope, honest to God, I hope she didn't have any pain. It makes me very nervous, because it makes me nervous for my wife and my children. It makes me nervous for my parents and my brother, because obviously one day they will leave me too, or I will leave them. But even the hardest bit now is because of the restrictions and travel bans, and we're not allowed to leave. We're not allowed to go to South Africa. We're not allowed to go see my grandmother, because that was the plan from the very beginning when she was first diagnosed with this disease. Our plan was to, in case or when it did happen that she passed away, or very close to it, where she became bedridden, bedbound, not be able to walk, talk, or just, be quote unquote a vegetable, we would have left here to go to South Africa and be with my grandmother for a while. And so her family is, by her side when she left us. But it just happened suddenly, and yeah, what can I do? Now we can't go. We can't witness the cremation. We can't be with our other family, my grandfather, my cousin, my aunt, everybody. All we can do is video call, talk on the phone, chat, WhatsApp, what have you. So please talk to your loved ones more. Share every single moment you can with them, and don't regret anything. I mean, my grandmother doesn't want me to regret this, but I do. I can't help it, because I feel like I wasn't a very good grandson in the last couple of years by talking to her much. En, oma, as jy dit, ek weet oma kan dit hoor, dit is baie jammer. Ek het met baie met oma gepraat nie. Ek is baie jammer dat ek nie 'n baie goeie kleinseun was nie. Ek hoop oma vergewe my. Ek hoop die Here kyk baie goed na oma, en waar oma ook al is. Dit is in die hemel, dat oma op 'n baie beter plek is. Dat oma saam met oma se ma en pa is. Saam met oma se susters is en broers. Ons sal oma weer sien eendag. Sonder pyn, sonder enigiets slegs. Ek mis oma baie lief vir oma. En ek hoop oma kyk oor my kinders. or May or Amo. Peace, everybody.